Babes, hello, hello, hello. So today is part 3 of exposing Gypsy Rose, okay? Now this is so passionate to me because I am an actual survivor of many things, including Munchausen syndrome by proxy from my mother, okay? And lots of traumas, lots and lots of traumas, and that's why I am so dear of helping people for real, okay? For the last 9 years, my track record has been what? Helping people. So, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I got a mouthful, okay? So, now, I haven't actually watched, fully sat down and watched anything completed, completely, through, her, where the detectives were interviewing her. I didn't watch all of that. I see bits and pieces here, bits and pieces there. I never watched a full interview, but we're going to go over lies in the mastermind. So, in the interview, out of her own mouth, she says, I'm not that smart, right? Yet, allegedly, you planned a murder. You planned a whole murder. And not only that, but you also made sure all Nick's DNA was left at the scene and made sure yours wasn't. And yet, he's still in jail and you're not. But you're not that smart, right? Okay. She also talks about how I saw today where she says that chemotherapy, rotted her teeth, and there's no proof at all that she ever had chemotherapy. Okay. Now with the chromosome deletion that she has, that is actually part of the symptoms. Plus she was addicted to, Pepsi. Or Dr. Pepper or Pepsi. It was Pepsi back then. I think it's Dr. Pepper now. Who the fuck cares? I don't drink soda. So also, with the chromosome deletion, a lot of everything is that. I saw somebody, actually saw 3 comments of people saying, oh no, it was actually from her drinking out of a baby bottle because that's what she told Nick. And since when do we believe liars? That's a story made up. It's a fairy tale. Gypsy lives in fairy tale land. She thinks she's a princess, a queen, okay? I caught the ending of a interview with one of her cellmates. So her roommate says that when Gypsy would walk around prison, she would walk around like a celebrity, almost demanding the respect of a celebrity. The roommate also said that she told Gypsy, Gypsy told her, right, that when Gypsy was 8 years old, that Gypsy knew there was nothing wrong with her other than her chromosome deletion. Now, this is where my brain clicks in, and I say, allegedly, my opinion, that when Gypsy would go to these doctor's appointments, for her feeding tube, because that's part of the chromosome deletion, the rotted teeth is part of it, plus yuck mouth, but I feel like her mother and her would stage pictures, whether they bring some doctor tape or extra wires, hook her up and take a picture. All right, now take it off. All right, he's coming back in about 15 minutes. Get that shit back in my purse, right? So then I saw today, and this is where my brain starts ticking, right? In an interview that Gypsy was like, yes, guess what? Now, I just saw this interview with the roommate maybe a day or 2 ago. Now, I saw this today, and Gypsy's like, yeah, when I was 8 years old. First of all, I wonder who came up with that voice. Did the mom say, hey, use this voice? Or did Gypsy come up with this all by herself? Okay. So Gypsy's in an interview and she says, when I was 8 years old, my mama gave me a glass house. And this glass house, she told me that one day it will be real. And you know what I say? Here we go. In that moment, that fairy tale she's telling about, there was way more to it, okay? And that's how she chopped it down to feed to you. And most of y'all accepted that shit. And I'm just like, how? Anyways, so at this point, right? So we have this lady saying she said at 8 years old, she knew. Now you have out of Gypsy's own mouth at 8 years old, my mom gave me this glass house about a deal for a house. that it will be mine. So in my brain, I'm saying, okay, so what was said to Gypsy from the mother would be something like, listen, just go along with this little extra foolishness. When we go outside, I get to push you around. Who cares? We're getting a house. You're getting Disney. You're getting Disney every fucking month. You know, you're getting every Harry Potter and everything you want, Gypsy, you will get. Okay, Princess Gypsy. Huh? Is that okay? And Gypsy did it. Why? Because she got the house. Not only did she get the house, but she got it for fucking free. Tell me she didn't know. Okay, so moving on. Man in the interview, Gypsy said she'd never go back to Ken. I'd never go back to Ken, right? Yeah, wow, married. She's already on to the second sexual relationship in 4 months. And guess who that second person is? Oh, Ken. Okay. That's a lie. Everything's lies. Everything she says is lies. It's twisted truths. Well, before we even get into this, I could prove it with, I believe, okay, before we get into this bottom part and I make a prediction, I believe with, what's his name? The other guy that got her out of jail, right? I believe all that was a plan. That was a plan. That was all part of the script, okay, to get Gypsy out. Just like Dr. Phil. He was all part of the script to get her out, okay? The thing is, I feel like Ryan, that's his name, Ryan knew Gypsy was going to break it off with him, okay, first and foremost. And he tried to get everything he could while he was in the relationship, okay? I saw bits and pieces of that first episode. It was so disgusting. It felt like a cheesy trailer park PG porn. It felt so perverted and gross and nasty and I don't even know how people could just sit there and record that. Just disgusting in the whole everywhere. Gross. I can't. But I feel like 100% he's a pawn. He knew he was a pawn as well. I feel like this divorce didn't come out of nowhere. It was a plan, okay? Allegedly, my opinion, damn it. Especially, again, talking about the first thing you say on TV is, and the D is fire, right? How is the D fire? He's 400 pounds. There's rolls upon rolls. That's a boom boom. That's a vajay. That's not a D, okay? And I said all of this already in my other reading. I did a tarot card reading long ago, and it all came out. Hello. So, lies, Pinocchio. So, now, I just want to put some facts for Gypsy, okay? Gypsy is not in love. She is in lust, okay? Big difference, okay? And lust, right, is also part of that chromosome disorder, hypersexuality, okay? Again, she is not in love. She's in lust, but she's also in familiar, okay? So people will run to things that are familiar when they don't know what else to do, where to go, what to do, who to see. When they don't know, they go back to familiar, okay? So this is not love nor just, it's not love, okay? This is just familiar. I need somebody to build my ego up and my confidence up so I feel safe and secure so I could step on you, walk on you, and then be on my way. My prediction, Gypsy will be Queen Gypsy, okay? And demand things to her, like to go her way with Ken. And once the show is over, I just feel like he's gonna go his own way. Okay, like he's gonna know who she is pretty, not as fast as Ryan, but pretty quick, okay? And he's gonna play the game. He's gonna play the game. He's gonna gain followers of a female fan base. This is my prediction. He's gonna gain a female fan base, and he won't need Gypsy. All he'll need is Gypsy's stories, okay? And maybe some secrets. I'm just saying. And I think that's about it. Yeah, he just needs Gypsy's experiences. So, and it's not really experiences that she went through trauma, because I do not believe she was abused whatsoever at all. I think everything out her mouth was a complete lie. Oh, it got me drinking out of a baby bottle. It's so true. How is that true? Did you see one baby bottle in that house? I saw them freaking murder pictures. Gypsy, you stabbed your mama in the back, literally. She wasn't even looking. You foul. You foul. You didn't even give her a fair fight. You stabbed her in the back. That's sick. Anyways, part 4.